Are you an international student looking to obtain your US driver's license? Well, in this video, you will learn the best tips to get your driver's license as an F1 visa or J1 visa international student in the US. When it comes to applying for a driver's license, a lot of international students are not familiar with the entire process, and so I'm making this video to lay a step-by-step guide to help you gain more confidence in the process of applying for your driver's license. In the US, applying for a driver's license might vary from state to state, but as an F1 visa or J1 visa student, the documentation you need to provide to obtain a driver's license is about the same across all 50 states. Now, when it comes to applying for your driver's license as an international student, you might fall under three different cases. One case could be someone who's obtaining a driver's license for the very first time, and the second case could be someone who's already obtained a driver's license in the US and is trying to transfer that license to another state. And the last case could be someone who already has an international driver's license and is looking to transfer their international driver's license to the US. In making this video, I'm going to lay out a standard procedure for someone who's applying for the driver's license for the first time. But here and there, I'm going to make exceptions for someone who already has a US state driver's license and is trying to transfer their driver's license to another state, or someone who comes to the US on an international driver's license and is looking to transfer that international driver's license to the US. So let's get into it. The first step when it comes to applying for your state-issued driver's license is to look up the website of the agency that provides driver's license in your state. Now, in the US, the name of the agency that issues driver's licenses might be different from state to state. For example, in the states of New York and California, this is called the Department of Motor Vehicles. In the state of Texas, it's called the Department of Public Safety, and in the state of Illinois, it's called the Secretary of State's Office. On the website of your state agency, you're going to find instructions to follow to either complete an application form online or possibly to print out and complete an application form and bring that to the office. You're also going to find information about the required documents that you must provide in order to obtain a driver's license in the state. And in some states, you might be required to schedule an appointment online before visiting the local office. The next step would be to visit the nearest local office of the Department of Motor Vehicles in your city, where you're going to provide documentation to support your driver's license application. At the local office, a photograph for your driver's license will be taken, as well as scans of your fingerprint and a written signature. Across most states in the US, these are the four categories of documentation you can provide to support your application for a driver's license. The first is a proof of residency in your state, and you can do this by presenting documents that show your full name and your residential address. These could be documents such as your tuition bill, a rental lease agreement, a bank statement, a pay stub, or a proof of renter's insurance. The second category would be to present original documents that show proof of your identity. As an international student, the best way to do this is to present your international passport. The third category of documents you're required to provide is a social security card or any document that has your social security number. At the time of making this video, there are currently 13 states that do not require you to have a social security number in order to apply for a driver's license. These states include California, Colorado, Delaware, Connecticut, New York, Utah, New Mexico, Maryland, Illinois, Vermont, Washington, and Hawaii. And so if you do not reside in one of these mentioned states, then unfortunately you will need to obtain a social security number in order to apply for your driver's license. The fourth category of documents you need to provide is to show proof of your legal status in the US. For international students on the F1 visa, the best way to do this is to present an original copy of your Form I-20. For international students on the J1 visa, the best way to do this is to present an original copy of your DS 2019. It's also best to take with you a copy of your electronic I-94 travel record as well as your US visa. And finally, there are some states that require you to provide a proof of motor insurance if you're going to be applying for a driver's license and you own a vehicle. While trying to apply for your driver's license, you might be given the option of applying for a standard state license or a Real ID driver's license. The Real ID driver's license is a federally compliant type of identification document that allows you to board a domestic flight or to enter a secure federal facility. And beginning on October 1st of 2021, only state-issued Real IDs can be used to board domestic flights or to enter secure federal facilities such as your local Social Security Administration's office. If you opt to receive the Real ID driver's license, then you will be required to provide two separate documents that show proof of residency in your state. The next required step is to pass a vision test and a driving knowledge test. This driving knowledge test can be done on a computer or could be a written test. Now, some states have an exception where you're not required to take the driver's knowledge test if you're going to be transferring your out-of-state driver's license into the state. However, for people with international driver's licenses, in most states you will be required to take the driver's knowledge test. On this driving knowledge test, your understanding of driving conditions and traffic signs will be tested, and the content on this test varies from state to state. To be better prepared for this driving knowledge test, it's best to find study material that's applicable to your state. You're allowed to take this driving knowledge test multiple times, so don't freak out if you fail the test the first time. Once you pass the vision test and the driving knowledge test, you will be given a temporary learner's permit. This temporary driver's license allows you to get some practice while you get ready for the road test. You would also be required to pay a non-refundable application fee for the driver's license. The next step would be to schedule a road test or a driving test. In most states, the road test is now required for people who are transferring out of state driver's licenses. But in many cases, people with international driver's licenses are required to take a road test. During the road test, you will be judged on your ability to perform several driving skills, such as how to parallel park, how to drive through an intersection, how to get on a freeway, how to change lanes, and how to back up. The best way to pass this driving test is to practice as much as you can days before you take the test. There are several resources where you can find videos that teach you how to perform these skills. As an international student, the documents you provide to show proof of your legal presence in the US, such as a Form I-20 or Form DS 2019, would contain an expiration date. This end date on your Form I-20 or Form DS 2019 will be used to determine the expiration date of your driver's license. Once you successfully pass your road test, you will be issued a driver's license in a paper form. In many states, you can expect to receive the plastic form of your driver's license in the mail within 2 weeks. And if you fail the driving test, no worries, you can always reschedule another driving test on a later date. If you're watching this video, let us know in the comment section where you plan to obtain your driver's license. I hope you found this video very helpful. If you did, please give this video a like and also share the video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell to catch up with all the latest high-value content coming your way. For more helpful resources, check out our website at surgeonandscholar.com. Thank you for watching the video, and I'll catch you in the next one.